G'day, Nigel here from Saxophone. I want to show you a quick tip today about chromatic scales. Now, chromatic scales are really important. You've probably looked at other sorts of scales, major scales, minor scales, pentatonic scales, but the chromatic scale is a great finger workout, and it's an important one to learn because it's a pattern that you're going to see a lot in music. A chromatic scale is essentially a scale where you go up in semitones or half steps all the way. So basically it uses every single note. And that's another reason why it's a good thing to learn, because it's a great warm-up exercise. It gets all of your fingers going. You use every key on the saxophone. So if you're new to chromatic scales, I'm going to run through them now and show you how to play a chromatic scale. I'll tell you one other really cool thing about chromatic scales. You know, there's only one of them. With major scales and minor scales, pentatonics, there's tons of them. With chromatic scales, there is only one. Because basically, you're just going up in semitones, so you can keep going as far as you want and up and as down as far as you want. So let's have a look at one octave of a chromatic scale. I'm going to start on G. So these are the notes then. So if we start on G with our three fingers, 1, 2, 3. From G we go to G sharp. Now G sharp, you just add the little key on the outside here, G sharp. G sharp to A to A sharp or B flat. Now we can play that two ways, right? We can play it like this on the side, or we could play it like that on the front with one finger on both keys. So A sharp or B flat, next upper semitone gets us to B, B upper semitone gets us to C, C to C sharp to D, D sharp, D to D sharp, we add a little finger here, okay, D sharp to E, E to F, F to F sharp, which you probably already know, and then F sharp to G. So let's try that really slowly, okay? Just do your fingers with me first. So G to G sharp to A to B flat or A sharp, B flat to B, B to C, C to C sharp to D, D to D sharp, the little finger here, D sharp to E, E to F, F to F sharp, and F sharp to G. Now let's run our fingers backwards now. G to F sharp to F, F to E, E to D sharp to D, D to C sharp to C, C to B, B to A sharp or B flat, down to A, down to G sharp, and we end up back at G. Cool, right, so I'm going to play it through slowly now, and see if you can play along with me, and let's see if we can get it nice and slowly, get all the fingers moving smoothly. Here we go, starting with G. And then back down again. If we look at the tenor saxophone, the fingerings are exactly the same, it's just going to sound at a different pitch. So let's play it through on a tenor saxophone now, starting on G. And back down. Okay, great. So, how can we go about practicing our chromatic scales? Here's a couple of ideas. You know one octave of your chromatic scale now, so the first thing would be to stick your metronome on and practice that scale going up and down with your metronome, gradually getting it faster to get your fingers worked around. But also, a second way to do it is that once you've done from G to G, you could then actually start on the G sharp and go all the way up to the G sharp and back down. And then you could go from A all the way up to A and back down to A again. B flat up to B flat, you get the idea, right? So you could keep going like that in octaves, but moving up a semitone, all the way to the top of your range, and then all the way back down to the bottom of your range. And that is a brilliant workout. So it would sound, I'm going to do it much faster now, but it would sound something like this. Actually, that was a bit rubbish. I'll do the F again. Okay, so you get the idea. So chromatic scales are good fun. Have some fun practicing them, getting your fingers around them, and try and incorporate them, even if it's just for the next few weeks, as something that you do every day when you warm up. And before you know it, you'll have them under your fingers. Good luck with that. Keep practicing hard. I'll see you next time.